Hi, welcome to the vlog. In this week's vlog, I take my Gimbal back out for a walk again. My GoPro 9 overheats and does shut itself down. And we look at some of the palatial palaces that line the streets of Pondok Indah. Join us. Good morning and welcome to the vlog. So, I've got another walk for you. This is a walk around Pondok Indah. I take the three dogs with me. I take Lily, Foxy and Wendy because the boys, taking five and trying to work a camera is kind of difficult. This is not a gimbal review or even a GoPro review. Basically, I like doing dog walks and I take the camera with me to share the walks that I do around Jakarta. But, and you'd have seen this from a couple of other episodes, I do have a gimbal now. So the reason I got the gimbal is because I did notice, if you look at my earlier videos, the camera's very much doing this. It's a lot of footage gets chucked away because it's not pleasant to watch, and so you get to see the bits that I think are okay. But this gimbal has been fantastic, and so yeah, it's the Crane 2 by Zhiyun. Is it Zhiyun? Okay, this has been really good actually. It's the first ones I've actually owned, but for a gimbal to work whilst you're walking dogs, I think that's a really good test. The other thing I've been using recently, I'm shooting on a GoPro 5 now, but I brought a GoPro 9. So far so good. Great piece of kit. And I've also got on it the, is it the media center? I have on it attached to it. Okay. The thing I found, I don't know if it's just with the media center or not, is that it overheats after about 40 to 45 minutes of constant run time. Now my walks are much longer than that. I'm always getting at the end of the walk, and if you watch this video you'll see it around the 40-minute mark. In the walk, which is probably around the 25-minute mark maybe on the video, probably a bit more, 30-minute mark on the video, the camera just shuts down. Now I'd rather the camera did shut down than overheat, but you've really got to keep an eye on it. So I'm kind of constantly looking at it, dog walking, nice and easy. It's not an extreme sport by any sense, but the fact it can turn off, and the fact it can turn off without you realizing it, especially on these ones, you can turn the sounds off of them so it doesn't beep when it's shutting down, could be a problem, could end up with you missing valuable footage. So that's the only gripe I've got with this so far. It does everything else and it's spectacular, but definitely for that 40 minutes of constant run time, maybe it's because the media cover makes it hotter. Maybe it's because I'm in Indonesia. I'm not 100% sure, but it definitely does overheat the camera, and the camera shuts down. So that's something you do have to be aware of. So I do like my GoPro 9, but the overheating is an issue. And to my memory, The 5 and the GoPro 4 never did any of that. The gimbal, fantastic. I've really enjoyed using the M2. It's pretty easy to use. It takes a little time to balance, especially when you have things on like the light. It took a while didn't take so long to balance the GoPro 5 with the GoPro 4, but the GoPro 9 with all the bits attached took a little while to get the balance, but it is possible. You do get to a point when you think it's not going to happen, but it is possible. And between the two, they create pretty good footage. So that's a very brief review of what I've discovered using the GoPro 9 and using the Crane. If you'd like to see the evidence of this, straight after this, right now, I could take the dogs for a little walk around Pondok Indah. And this one's a little different. Rather than focus on the dog and the walk itself, we do focus on a lot of the beautiful houses in that area. Okay, very rich area, huge mansions. In fact, some streets are mansion after mansion after mansion. And so, yeah, I try to capture as many of them as possible within the walk this time. Okay, I hope you enjoy. Bye for now. Okay, so on the walk right now, where I am on the map is I'm going to I'm on Duta Indah 3, where I've kind of got the start and the finish, and we're going to move on to Sekolah Duta 1. So we're going to get on to Sekolah Duta 1, and then we're going to move up to Sekolah Duta 5. Okay, so we're on now Sekolah Duta 5. It's kind of like the main road that cuts through here. We're going to walk along this to get some distance, and then we're going to duck back down to start going back round towards at the beginning again. Okay. So as always on these type of walks, for a new area or the areas that the girls don't walk around very often, there's a little bit of dragging going on. They get very excited. Lots of dog owners live in this area, and obviously there's lots of dog owners, there's lots of dog walking, which means there's lots of really good smells around. So that's why a little bit of the excitement. As we walk around, as you can see, it's early morning. As we walk around, I'm going to try to get some of the, in my opinion, nicer, more luxurious looking houses as we go past on our walk. Okay, here we go. Maggie. Okay, so behind us was the Pondok Indah Mall, so not PIM, but probably the original Pondok Indah Mall. Looking a bit sad these days due to COVID. Yeah, it is Sunday morning. There are obviously places that are locked down, but it is looking a little sad these days. I'm guessing most things have moved into PIM, and then the lockdown came, and now most things have gone. Or most small businesses. Anyway, we'll continue on our walk. Maggie. Pagi. Pagi. Okay, so we're just about to turn off Sekolah Duta 5 and we're about to take a cut down to Duta Premier 1. Okay, so this is starting us turning now back towards the start. Here we go. Pagi. Okay, as we continue our walk, I've tried to capture as many nice houses as I can. It's not the easiest thing to do when you're walking 3 dogs, though it is a lot easier than walking 5 dogs. So we'll continue to walk around. We're about halfway through our loop that we're going to do. Yeah, and you can see this place is lovely, especially first thing in the morning. The sun's coming through the trees, lots of beautiful trees, lots of greenery. The roads are super quiet. I think last time I walked here and videoed here, it was a little later on in the morning. There was a lot more street vendors out. We're quite early today. We got here about 6 o'clock. So yeah, beautiful sun. Nice and quiet, very peaceful. Okay, so now we're back onto Sekolah Duta 1. Back onto it because we joined it at the far end, just a little bit to get onto Sekolah Duta 5. We're back on Sokola Duta 1. So where Sokola Duta 5 runs along kind of the top of this housing complex in Pondok Indah, Sokola Duta 1 kind of cuts down in amongst it. So we're now heading back towards the start. And here are some wooden camels. Join us. No one's noticed, not yet. Okay, it's Duta Indah 2. So we pop down Duta Indah 2. It's just a little loop round from Sokola Duta 1. I think I got that right. And that'll take us, like I say, we're heading slowly back to the beginning. Oh, look at this little guy. Hey, Okay, this happened last time, but I thought I'd give it another run. So my GoPro has been running for about 45 minutes and non-stop, and it overheats and does shut itself down. I guess shutting itself down is a good thing, but yeah, the whole overheating, shutting itself down, not really what I wanted, especially when we're doing long walks. Well, not too long, 45 minutes. Anyway, that's something I have noticed on the GoPro 9. It does overheat, does shut itself down. I've just returned it on from my last walk. It will go a couple more minutes, get super hot again, and it will shut itself down again. And that will continue. Okay, so we're coming back on to Pondok Indah 3. This is kind of where we started. We're coming off Sekolah Duta 1, so we've done a full circuit. Pagi. The girls could be completely exhausted, but they still have enough energy when they see a cat to start pulling and lunging. It's quite amazing.
Dexterous. Okay.